Hey everybody, welcome to Jack's Treasures. We are on the road again.
On the road again.
We are heading up to Chattanooga, Tennessee to McKay's.
Yep.
We have a car full. You can't really see the back of the truck, but those tubs back there are full.
Yes.
Of stuff that we are taking to trade in, which I think we've talked about doing this before. We take stuff that we either can't sell for a lot or just is very slow sellers, or we just don't
have just
like
an overabundance of it,
or we don't like selling them, things like that, and we trade it into McKay's, and then we get credit that we use for things that we do like to sell.
You can sell stuff at McKay's and get cash, but the cash versus the credit,
It's usually about like a third,
half.
maybe.
Yeah, half to a third of what it is. I've seen, because they always say, do you want cash or do you want credit? And you look at the cash number, and like one time our cash number I think was 46, and my credit number was 104.
Right.
Well, I'm going to take the credit, obviously, because then I can buy stuff that I can turn around
And
sell.
they actually have some bargains if you search really hard, to where you could just pay cash out of your pocket and find things for resale.
Right.
But if we have credit, even better.
And it's a beautiful day. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Look at the temperature right there.
73
degrees.
I'm actually wearing long sleeves for the first time this year. I'm wearing long sleeves and shorts though, so
Yeah.
go figure. Welcome to Georgia.
Yeah. And I do have to apologize for not having, we had a Whatnot show scheduled for yesterday, Blu-ray, but I canceled it because we got some bad news on one of our little kitty bunnies.
One of our kitties. Most likely he has cancer. We're waiting for the diagnosis to be official, but it's not. He's not looking good, and he's having a little trouble getting around. So we kind of wanted to just spend the evening, with him and hanging out and everything. But
we weren't really in the most festive of selling foods. I mean, a lot of people come in and they watch, and if you haven't seen it before, it's Jack's Treasures on Whatnot. Whatnot is a live auction streaming. They have all kinds of stuff on it, so if you haven't checked it out, check out whatnot.com, and you can pick up a lot of good bargains on there.
I will try to put a link in our comments so that, if you want to click on it. And I think something like if you click that link, you get $10 free cash to spend there, and we get $10 or something. Not that I'm like trying to gain those referrals, but just hey, if you're thinking about it, win-win.
We actually like it, but a lot of people, they'll come into our show because they love the banter between
they expect Brian to be bouncing off the walls and me to be trying to keep him under control.
Right, and yesterday was just not a day we were going to do that because of our cat. It's our cat Frankie,
and he's doing all right. I mean, he's still eating good. He's climbing up on our bed. When we left him, he was just getting ready to take a little nap. So
yeah, and it's not that we just noticed that he's limping because he has a big, huge cyst or lump or mass that was growing in his shoulder, his front shoulder, so it was causing him to limp, and it's a very, very profound growth. So
it grew a lot from when I made the appointment last week until we actually got him into the doctor yesterday.
Yeah, so it's really, really sad, but we're gonna do our best to keep him comfortable, and this will be.
I will probably put a little bit of video of him into this one, just to let everybody get a glimpse of Cranky. I don't put a lot of his pictures in our Whatnot things because the black cats don't photograph well.
Yeah.
And the one that photographs the best is probably Saturn, because she's got big bold eyes. But
yes. But like I said, we're on our way up here. We're gonna do some trading in of some stuff. We're gonna trade these in right here, and I'm gonna see what they give us for some Apple AirPods that are brand new and sealed, and we'll see. We're not even all that far from there. We're only like 7 miles from the exit now, and it's a great drive. It's only about an hour and 10-minute drive from our house to the McKay's up here. So we come up here, we drop off a huge bundle of stuff.
It takes
them a while to process that.
Yep, and we get credit back, which we've got credit that we're picking up from last time we wrote a bundle we're in McKay's. That'll probably be just me. We tend to split up because we look at different stuff, but I will show you some of what I'm looking at least.
Yeah, and also we don't want to be too overtly
right
in there because I don't know their video laws.
Right.
Like that, and some people don't,
But anyway, we're on our way there, and we will see you in a little bit.
Alrighty.
Bye. This is McKay's. It is huge, 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 huge. See, they have an upstairs too. This is one of my favorite sections, is action figures. And then up there are RPG books. And if you like Funko Pop, OMG. They have everything you can imagine Funko Pop related. I have sat and just stared at these for an hour and then not bought anything. The ones I tend to collect, I like the ones that are like rock bands, like classic and alternative rock bands. I've got a very large Freddie Mercury collection, so I'm a little bit obsessed. But I will come back with you when I am digging through the RPG books upstairs because it's very quiet up there. Okay, that one tempted me, but they actually have it priced a little bit higher than eBay price, so I'm gonna pass on it. But you know, if I had that in my room and I could just randomly break out in the Ace of Spades like every morning, that would be pretty cool. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Other butts can't deny. They have a exorbitant amount of the naked Blink-182 figures. Pretty cool. I mean, obviously there's a little bleep over the naked part, but still cool. Sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Okay, I managed to make it to the gaming books without actually putting any Funkos in my cart yet. Although they have a bunch underneath that I want to try to look up and make sure they're not like clearance or something where I could do really well with those. But for now, I'm going to be browsing through these, see what we find. Well, after raiding the role-playing book section, I have a full cart. Most of it is bread and butter stuff, like these Palladium Rifts. I'm getting like $4.50 in store credit, and I'll sell them for $10-12. So there's a lot of that. But I did find something that I consider a real win. And that's the first edition of the Cyberpunk role-playing game in the box set. It is $20.50, and assuming the contents are, solid, which they should be, I should be able to get at least $100 for that. So that's probably going to be my big win for the day. Now on to action figures, if I can stay out of the Funko Pops. So, what has Mr. Jack found so far?
Well, so far I found everything in the bargain of video game things. Some of these are 45 cents, some of them are 25 cents, some of them are 95 cents. I got about 5 of them in here that are brand new for 45 cents. And I mean, you're talking about an average of at least $5 on eBay.
So, that's what Mr. Jack's doing.
Yes.
This is my find for the day. It's the first edition of the Cyberpunk box set. I should probably go for about 100.
That is awesome. I'm trying to fill some cases that I have right now at the house of Sega games. So,
all right. Well, I'll leave you alone, and we'll see you later. Bye. The big ones.
Yeah.
We are back in the car again. We're heading home. About to go to McDonald's for our frozen Coke. That's like our current little treat because they're actually not bad on the calories.
And you know what? They're not bad on the pocketbook either.
No.
And so, we got to tell you this, all right? We turned in everything that we turned in, and we ended up getting a little over $400 in store credit.
Yes, and we have a bin in that will get that credit out.
We turned in a bin, and we bought everything that Tracy's going to show you in the back.
It's hard to show it all, but I've shown some of it in the store.
You guys saw some of that in the store and everything like that. Well, we ended up paying nothing, and because it's barter, we don't pay any taxes on it, and so we end up still having credit of about $100,
which we're going to try to take up to North Carolina maybe next week. We're looking at a hotel room up in North Carolina where there's 2 of these and that we've never been to, so that'll be a little adventure. And those are the original ones right there. There's actually 5 stores of McKay's, 2 of them in North Carolina, 3 of them in Tennessee, and we just found out today that
they're owned by one family, but they're like run independently. So one of the things that I have found, because I buy the video games at the bargain thing, and I'm getting, like I said, brand new video games for 45 cents to a quarter, and I can turn around and just throw them up in a variant listing on eBay, and I can make, you know, $5 on that. So I end up buying all that. But in Nashville, they have a bargain area, but their bargain area does not come close to the prices that they have over here in Chattanooga. So I know that when we go to Chattanooga, I'm going to be buying all of these, and I can get them a lot cheaper. Now, go ahead.
I was going to show everybody real quick. They also have a bin out front of free stuff, which most of it is just novels and things that they wouldn't take. But today we got an action figure, some Pokemon cards, 2 VHS, and a Pokemon manga. So that was cool.
And I got a chance to look at what they didn't take with our tubs, and found out they didn't take about half the records that I gave them. They didn't take a lot of the electronics that I gave them, but they did take the AirPods that we got. But I only got $83, so I'm thinking they gave me $50 for those, and that's really not good for us. It's fine that we found out about it, because we didn't really pay that much for that unit. The unit's practically already paid for.
It is already paid
and
for.
And we have 40 pairs of these things, and even at 40 pairs, if I got $50 for the 40 pairs, what's that? $1,000?
4 times 5 is 20. 2,000?
$2,500.
Yeah.
If I turned them in there. But I could sell them for about $200 a piece.
I'm thinking more like $150. If he's saying that's retail,
right?
Probably won't go for retail.
Well, say we get $150 for them a piece. We're still talking about $6,000 to $8,000.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there of about $4,000. $3,000.
But
we'll go ahead and do that.
We were able to, check that out.
And we made money. And obviously we made money on these things. But we discovered that part, and that's one of the good things about what we do.
But anyway, we've got a car full of stuff. That's what we're going to be listing on the next couple of days, and we are headed home. We will go ahead and close this video out.
Yep.
And thank you for watching Jack's Treasures.
Enjoy yourself a Coca-Cola Frosty slushy thing from McDonald's with hardly no.
We're not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anybody.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.